Almost everywhere you look, you'll find one or dozens of the six-legged critters called insects. A wildly diverse bunch, the class Insecta includes ants, bees, flies, beetles, and much more. Insects represent approximately 80% of animal life on Earth. Although more than 1 million have been named thus far, it's estimated there are 5.5 million insect species in total. Being a tiny insect in a big world is certainly a challenge. There are some useful advantages to being small. An insect doesn't have much body mass, but the surface area of its body is large in proportion to that mass. And that means physical forces don't affect insects the way they do larger animals. Appreciation for nature is easy when it comes to the cute, the little, the non-threatening creatures, but what about the massive insects that have the large size? Here is the list of largest insects. Number 1. Stick insects. These are considered as the largest insects in this world. Stick insects can range greatly in size depending on the species, but many of them measure over 1 foot long. These are members of the order Phasmatodea. These are commonly known as stick insects. These are green-brown in color. These stick insects bear a resemblance to twigs as a protective device. For their protection, they have sharp spines. Along with this, they have evolved a bizarre shape to hide from predators among branches. They have an offensive odor or the ability to force their blood, which contains toxic, distasteful chemicals, through special joints in the exoskeleton. Walking sticks are unusual among the insects in that they have the ability to regenerate legs and antennae. This bug spends much of its time in trees, munching on leaves. When predators such as birds approach, the insect tries to remain completely still in order to blend with the branches. If a predator isn't fooled and grabs the bug by the leg, it's no big deal. The insect can detach the leg and scuttle away. It will later regenerate or grow back the lost limb. And these species. Number 2. Atlas moths. The atlas moth is one of the biggest insects on the planet, with a wingspan stretching up to over 12 inches across. That's bigger than a human hand. The atlas moth lives in forested areas of Asia, ranging from India to the Philippines and south to Indonesia. It has adapted to life in a variety of forested climates, from tropical to upper mountain forests. There is map-like patterns on its wings. The tips of their wings are snake-like. Their unique snake-like wing protrusions give them an interesting defense mechanism. When threatened, adult atlas moths drop to the ground and writhe their wingtips to emulate the movements of a snake head. Wingtips look so much like snake heads that images of the atlas moth have gone viral, with rumors abounding that it might be deadly. Worry not, this majestic creature is harmless. For mating purpose, the male atlas moth waits until the sun goes down to seek out a female, and will locate her, not by sight, but by following the heady scent of the mating pheromone she releases. Once united, male and female atlas moths will mate, sometimes for up to 24 hours, and then the female will lay more than 100 eggs on the underside of a leaf. Atlas moth adults only live for 2 weeks at max, so they must spend all of their adult life looking for mating opportunities. Although atlas moths are not seasonal breeders and reproduce continually throughout the year, populations generally reach their peaks between November and January. The male atlas moth dies after mating. Their eggs are leaf-like. Before entering the cocoon stage, these insects spend nearly every second in eating citrus fruit, guava, Jamaican, cherry trees, and cinnamon leaves. Like silkworm, they also produce silk. The silk of the atlas moth is used to make purses, light coats, shirts, scarves, and other wearable items. Number 3. Hercules beetles. The Hercules beetle is the longest species of beetle on Earth, and one of the world's largest flying insects. Hercules beetles are among the largest of beetles. Hercules beetles are exceptionally large insects, reaching lengths of 1.5 to 7 inches. Hercules beetles are named for their incredible strength. The males have long horns that grow from their heads and the middle of their bodies. They come together to resemble pincers or a claw. Females are typically brownish-black and males typically have black heads and black-brown or green bodies. There are several subspecies, some of which are colored differently. Many have dark-colored spots on the body. Their larva is curved. The Hercules beetle spends most of its life as a larva. It can take a larva 2 years to turn into an adult, while a captive adult only has a lifespan of 3 to 6 months. However, some people claim that a well-cared for Hercules beetle can have a lifespan of as much as a year. They are good sources of protein and often eaten. People season them, wrap them in banana leaves, then roast them over a fire. Males fight with each other to gain mating rights with females. They use their pincers to pick up their opponents and try to smash them to the ground. There are reports that males may also use their horns for burrowing into the ground. Hercules beetle fights are seen as a form of entertainment. However, since the beetles are fighting outside of their natural environment, there is an increased chance that they will be injured. Considering that a Hercules beetle can exert nearly 30 pounds of force with those pincer-shaped horns, the beetle that loses can sustain life-threatening damage. Number 4. Giant water bugs. Giant water bugs are oval-shaped, with pincer-like front appendages that capture and hold prey. Their legs are especially flattened and have tiny hairs to help propel them through the water. Giant water bugs live in freshwater ponds, marshes, and slow-moving pools in streams worldwide. They are typically hidden in mats of vegetation just under the surface of the water. Giant water bugs prey on a surprising variety of aquatic life, including tadpoles, small fishes, insects, and other arthropods. Some are known to kill prey many times of their own size. One common name for this bug is electric light bug, due to the propensity of some species to fly towards lights at night. They are known as voracious predators in the streams and ponds where they live. Giant water bugs can deliver a painful bite with their giant pincers and inject venomous saliva into their prey. Giant water bugs can also deliver a painful bite between the toes of unsuspecting human feet. This explains one of their common names, toe biter. However, they are also eaten by humans and are considered a delicacy in South and Southeast Asia. One species of giant water bug, Lethosauros indicus, is boiled in salt water and eaten by people in South and Southeast Asia as a specialty cuisine. Number 5. Queen Alexandra's Birdwings. The Queen Alexandra's birdwing is the largest and arguably the most beautiful butterfly in the world. Found only in remote regions of Papua New Guinea, the Queen Alexandra's birdwing was first discovered in 1906 by Albert Stuart Meek, and the first specimen ever found was taken down using a shotgun. Females are slightly larger than males, with wingspan approaching and even exceeding 10 to 11 inches. Males tend to have wingspans that range from 6 to 8 inches. Furthermore, the body of a female Queen Alexandra's birdwing can measure slightly more than 3 inches long. Females and males also differ in color. In females, the upper surface of the wings have cream markings on a dark, chocolate brown background. In males, the upper surfaces have iridescent yellow, pale blue, and pale green markings on a black background. In both sexes, the abdomen is yellow and the lower surface of the wings where they attach to the butterfly's body are bright red. The Queen Alexandra's birdwing butterfly has a 7-month lifespan. Females are capable of laying up to 240 eggs during their lifetime. Unfortunately, it's also in danger of going extinct. Number 6. Giant Wētās. Giant Wētā usually grow up to 4 inches long and weigh up to 1.2 ounces, roughly the weight of a sparrow. Actually, when fully grown, they can even be heavier than a mouse or sparrow. These massive bugs are among the heaviest insects on Earth. One member of this species called Danacrita heteracantha was found to weigh 2.5 ounces, the heaviest adult insect ever observed. Most are found in caves and burrows, but during the day many have been spotted in dead foliage such as the drooping dead fronds of tree ferns. At night they leave their resting places to move around in trees or on the ground. Adult only live for about 6 minutes 9 months, during which time they will mate repeatedly. The females lay many groups of eggs in soft soil on the forest floor, they generally producing between 100 to 300 cigar-shaped eggs. This species is wingless and surprisingly is not able to jump due to the body structure and weight, which also makes this insect very slow-moving and quiet. As for lifestyle, this fearsome-looking insect may look menacing, but it has a very docile nature. It is a prey to animals like rats, the kingfisher bird, and geckos. For defensive measures, this insect has a very hard exoskeleton and spines running down its legs.